what's up, guys? So I just wrapped up the video series on the BMW R18 maintenance, and I wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up because I know it's been a discussion. It's a discussion everywhere, right? When it comes to dealer service, costs associated with it, everything that's justified or not justified there. But I wanted to do a little bit of research just to kind of show, I think motorcycle people in general tend to be a little bit more mechanically inclined, enjoy working on their own stuff. Not everybody, but a lot of people that I know do. And so I've always been that way. I've always done oil changes on all of my vehicles, basic maintenance, stuff like that. I don't tear engines apart, but when it comes to fluids, filters, brakes, all that kind of jazz, I'm not afraid to do it. So I wanted to do this little experiment. And call a few random, shall not be named, BMW motorcycle dealerships, not even in this area, kind of just around, to see what they would quote. So I just did effectively a 24,000 mile or 4-year service on this bike. That's an engine oil change, a transmission fluid change, final drive fluid change, air filter change, or clean in my case with the DNA filter, spark plug change. I haven't done brake fluid, and I will be taking it to the dealer for the valve check to make sure the valves are in spec. But I kind of started looking at it, called a couple of dealerships, and wanted to compare costs. So I'll put the cost, you guys saw the sort of pile of stuff I had over here in terms of disposables and specific tools that went around or that went with doing all these services. Now, most of the tools, the wrenches and sockets and all that stuff I already had. I would say specific tools I had to buy for this, which some of them I already had because I already done service on this bike. You will need an oil filter wrench, most likely, for this specific oil filter. You'll need a spark plug socket, either a rubber or a magnetic one that fits these size spark plugs, which I think it's 14 millimeter. I'll put it up here somewhere in text. And then I did have to buy the syringes, the big syringes with the tube to fill up at least the transmission. You could probably do something else easier for the final drive because it's much more accessible. But my guess is, I'll put a price up here, but I want to say specific tools to this bike that I had to get for this gotta be less than $50. So I just kind of want to go over here before I quote what BMW told me. I'll go over my total cost for the service that I did on this bike that you guys all saw. Okay, so oil filter, $22.98. Oil, I used Motul 300V, right? A 4-liter bottle of that when I bought it was $68.97. The final drive O-ring for the fill plug, $1. Final drive crush washer for the drain plug, $1. Transmission fill plug, the sort of wear part that you replace, if you need to replace it, I did, $38.29. The gear oil, which I did AMSOIL Severe Gear 7590, was you needed two bottles of the 946 milliliter, I believe, $44.18. I bought 3 just in case, and honestly I only used like 1.5 or so, but $44.18. The air filter, which mine was a clean, not a replace, but even if you were to replace it, it would be $34.89. And then oil drain plug crush washer, about a 10-pack off eBay when I got the bike, 89 cents a piece. So that all comes out to $212.20. If you want to pick nits, then you can say that there's $50 or less, again, I'll put a price up there, worth of specific tools that I only use on this bike. So you're still under $300. Of the handful of dealerships that I called, I was quoted an average, basically, ballpark of $2,000. And guys, I mean, even if you're not mechanically inclined, you don't enjoy doing it. $250, $300 and an evening or two in the garage is definitely worth $1,700 or $1,800 to me. So I just wanted to go over that because I know on these bikes, because they are new and it's been difficult getting maintenance information, which thanks to the guys on the forums that have developed the maintenance manual that kind of lays everything out, all the tools, all the replacement parts, everything like that. It's a lot easier to do now. A lot of the guesswork's been taken out of it. But I just wanted to make this video to kind of give you guys an idea of what you would be looking at if you decided to do the service on your own versus taking it to the dealer. Because honestly, I mean, yes, it's a 4-year, 24,000 mile service, but that's at 6,000 miles a year. If you do longer rides, which a lot of BMW folks do, and this is definitely a big touring cruiser, it's not difficult to get up to that number in 2-3 years. A lot of people don't want to or can't afford $2,000 services on their bike every couple of years. But a lot of people can afford an evening or two and $200 or $300 worth of fluids and filters to just do it themselves. And as you can see in the videos, I mean, the vast majority of this is taking bolts out, draining fluid, filling fluid, and putting a couple of body panels back on. It's real simple, and I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I hope you guys got something out of it. Hopefully it was useful. I tried to film it as well as I could with kind of getting in the nooks and crannies. But feel free to reach out if you have any questions, anything like that on what I used, which again, I'll put in this video kind of specifically what I used. Most of it's very easily available stuff. If you just Google the part numbers on the BMW specific stuff or the oils and fluids and everything, it's pretty obvious. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the series. Hopefully it helps a bunch of folks out. I know it's a small community, in the US at least, that own this bike. But I really love the bike and I enjoy working on it, enjoy kind of being the odd duck out at all the bike nights and rallies and everything like that. So anyway, y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there.